Hey everybody, Mark here, and today we're going to learn about the second conditional. We've already learned the zero conditional, which is something that's always true. We've learned the first conditional, which is something that's possible in the future. And then now we're going to talk about this second conditional, which is going to be something that is imagined for a now or future situation, right? Imagined future. So what's that if I imagine? Well, imagine with me. If I won the lottery, I'd buy a new house. If I won the lottery, I'd buy a new house. Or if I had more free time. If I had more free time, I'd study Korean. I'd learn Korean. Or maybe if I were Superman, of course, if I were Superman, I would fly to work every morning. Every morning I would fly from my home to our school here at ULC. So these situations, winning the lottery, studying Korean, being a superhero, for me, all of these situations are, let's see, imaginary. I don't think these things are going to happen. They're very unlikely or impossible for me. I'm not going to learn Korean. I'm not going to become Superman. And I'm not going to win the lottery. Sadly, I wish I was going to win the lottery, but it's not going to come true. All of these unlikely, impossible. So to make this grammar, if we're talking about our imagination, something that's unlikely or impossible, we use if plus the past, and then we use would plus an infinitive. If I won the lottery, I'd buy my mom a new car. This is also true. Sorry, Mom. I don't think this is going to happen, but if it happened, imagination, right? If it happened, I'd buy my mom a new car. Okay, so I want you to think right now, what would you do? What would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do if you were a cat? What would you do if you could speak English really well? If you could speak English fluently, what would you do? And if you didn't have to go to work, I know some of you have to work, right? You have to go to work, you have to earn a living, make money. If you didn't have to go to work, what would you do? Well, for me, let me see. If I won the lottery, what would I do? Oh yeah, I'd buy a car, I'd buy a new house, I'd buy presents for my whole family, I'd go on a shopping spree, I'd go shopping and buy everything at the store. I'd buy every Apple device, I would buy a new computer, new everything, right? If I won the lottery, $1 million, I'd do these things, okay? Or what, if I were a cat? If I were a cat, I would sleep all day. I would be sleeping right now if I were a cat. I would lick my paws. I would eat cat food. I would play with string if I were a cat. If I could speak English well, I think, yeah. I mean, I can speak English well. This is not imagination for me. But if I could speak Japanese well, I would get a job in Japan. If I could speak English even better, wow, what would I do? I would become a famous public speaker. I would have a giant YouTube channel if I could speak English very, very well. But I'm still working on that. So that one, if you could, what would you do? And one more, if I didn't have to go to work. If I didn't have to go to work, I would probably play video games. I would stay home. I would play Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox. I would stay home and play if I didn't have to go to work today. So you guys, I'm really excited to hear what you think about these topics. For you, not going to work, if you were a cat, all of these things, let me know, what would you do if, right? Any idea? I'd love to hear it in the comments, guys. Try out using the second conditional. Use your imagination. If I were a superhero, if I were an animal, if I were living in China, if I were living in America, what would you do, right? If you were doing that, what would you do? But that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, like. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.